Hey, I am so tired and my head hurts and I am in severe back pain. But I had to do this video to address a couple things because it's really starting to get on my nerves with the disharmony going on in this country right now. First and foremost, my husband's Hispanic, my children are Hispanic. All of my friends growing up, most of them were Hispanic. And I do believe that they are detrimental to our society and have been the backbone of our country for a long time. That being said, anybody who doesn't think that we need to protect our borders needs to research and take a look at what's going on right now in Europe. Complete insanity, crazy, immigration takeover, immigrants taking over. To the point where native Europeans in their own country can't go in certain neighborhoods or, in certain stores or, say certain things. They can't preach the Bible out in public anymore in fears that it will insult the Muslim immigrants that are there. It's ridiculous what's happening right now. And our president, as harsh as he may come across, is trying to protect our borders and trying to protect our country. Because the whole world is going to crap right now. And it's very, very, very bad. And I wanted to start by telling everybody that there are three major media conglomerates that own all of the channels, all of the broadcasting networks. It comes down to three: the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and the BBC own every channel. They all come from those three media conglomerates, and they push their own propaganda and tell you what they want you to hear. And what they want is for us to be at each other's throat for every little thing, whether it's Black Lives Matter or, gay pride or, just they want to separate us and have us arguing with each other. Republicans, Democrats, black, white. They want us arguing with each other, distracted from what is really going on. And people just refuse to see the forest through the trees. It's ridiculous. A couple years ago, was a diehard Democrat and, was for tolerance and equality and all this stuff until I researched into it, till I started hearing what other people were saying, and I did my research about it, and it changed my mind. And our schools have become not a teaching place, but an indoctrination center. They don't teach, math, science, and reading, writing, arithmetic anymore. All the kids do all of that work on their little Chromebook or their little computer that they send home with the kids. Instead, the teachers are sure as hell giving them the teachers' opinions on things, which is and teaching our we have to have these transgender tolerance assemblies and stuff from the time that your kid's 6 years old and up, and they're being taught that if they feel children under the age of 6 don't know what they want to be. They don't know who they are yet. And they go to their parents, oh, I feel like I want to be a girl. And instead of parents being parents and going, no, you're just, confused, or, well, let me show you all the literature on, what what goes into you wanting to change your sex from this to that, and show you all the pros and cons. They just go, oh well, if that's what you want to do. What if you went in to your parents when you were 6 and said, I really feel like I want to be an arsonist. That's what I meant to do. I meant to set fires to every place. And your parents go, well, if that's what you want to do. And that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? So does you letting your 6-year-old make huge life decisions on changing their biological gender that God created them as. It's all to push an evil satanic agenda over all of us. We are in the end times. And it is insane right now. And people need to wake up. And it's just... I'm so tired of seeing all of this crap. Every single late night talk show, daytime talk show, anything. If you're a Trump supporter and you go on these shows, they put you through the ringer. They embarrass you. They sit there and talk crap about you to your face and put you down with the audience clapping. And it never used to be like that. This is a free country. And that's what, our amendments are there for. And the Constitution is for us we have rights. And the biggest thing is people wearing Make America Great Again hats. Whether you like Trump or not, the hat says Make America Great Again. It doesn't say I love Trump. It says Make America Great. And people get so offended by this that it brings out rage and violence within them. And they throw fits and they freak the hell out. And most of them even say, like when they ask, oh, so you have the right to say whatever you want and do whatever you want. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, but I don't have a right to wear this hat. No, you don't. It's like, that's what this country is all about, and people shouldn't be treated that way, regardless of what your opinion is. And we have 700,000 children in this country who are homeless, and a good majority of them being of, Hispanic heritage. And those children, too, homeless, without food, without homes, without anything else, citizens of the U.S. and our veterans, 2 million. And I think that number's on the low side. But 2 million in this country that are homeless, that have fought for our freedoms, fought for this country, and they're homeless. And along with these children, and our government can give a shit less, doesn't care, doesn't help them. But yet, you come across the border, no ID, nothing, and you get free help. You get food stamp card right away, and help with housing, and Medicaid for you and your kids. I'm going on a year now. My Medicaid lapsed, and I have really bad back problems, and I can't get my Medicaid back because I need 30 forms of ID along with ID for my kids and proof of them going to school and everything else, which I have all of that, but then you have to have proof of income. Well, I can't work because of my back. It's really, really bad. And I'm in pain every day, and I'm a very active person. I love being active. I wish I could do everything I used to do and not be in pain every day. But yet I can't go see a doctor or get any help. My back locks up a couple times a month to where I can't hardly move, and I still have to because I have a lot of responsibilities and things I have to do. But I can't get proper medical care. And that just doesn't seem right and fair to me. And I'm sure every child, when you were growing up, is brought home an animal and wanted to keep it. Your parents say, we hardly have enough money to feed ourselves. How are we going to take care of an animal? That's not fair to the animal. If we can't afford if we're barely hanging on trying to take care of our own family, how are we going to take care of somebody else, something else? And that's the same way it is for our country. If we can't afford to house and take care of our veterans, the people that fought and injured and are, forever injured because of, and mentally injured from the things they've had to see and go through over there. If we can't take care of them and we can't take care of our own homeless children, then we can't take care of others right now. And something needs to be done. We need to repair our own. It's like on an airplane. When in case of emergency, make sure you put on your own oxygen mask before you try to help others with theirs. Because if you pass out, how are you going to help them? If our whole country falls to shit, how are we going to help others if we can't even help ourselves right now? It's not racism. It's not, prejudiced against anybody. It's helping our own country. And, something is so wrong when our country is so ignorant to where you have Joan Rivers that was friends with President Obama and Michelle and ate dinner with them and, got invited to things at the White House and, everything like that. And when asked in an interview if we'll ever see a gay president, and she scoffed and said, like, are you kidding me? We already had one with Obama. And the reporter was like, what? What are you trying to say? And she's like, Michelle is a transgender. She was like, come on. Everyone knows it. We all know it. And this is from a woman who's a Democrat, who's for gay marriage and for equality and everything else. She had nothing to gain by saying what she did. It wasn't a lie. And then what? A month later, she's dead. And still nobody believes that we all had the wool pulled over our eyes. And that they're pushing this whole transgender movement. They're pumping your kids full of hormones and estrogen at young ages that have not been tested. Your children are the guinea pigs. And these kids they're with detrimental results, detrimental effects to their health and things that they can't, their biology that they can't take back. Because there's a reason that children are under the care of their parents until they're 18 years old. Because children are children. They're being molded. They're being taught. Your child can't come to you and say, I want to do this. And you go, oh, okay. No. That's a child. Your child shouldn't know anything about sex at 6 years old, let alone know that they want to make a big, huge life decision like change the gender that God created them as. That is huge. But you guys jump into that with open arms. Oh, well, everyone says that we're supposed to be tolerant. The media says we're supposed to be tolerant. It's insanity. It is insanity, people. I just don't know how more people don't see what the hell is going on. And how every news outlet, every show, everything is all one-sided anymore. And if you even have an outside opinion, it's we need God back in our country. We really do. And we don't have long left. We don't have much time left. We really need to realize what's going on. And, but basically, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for listening.